Alright, so today I'm going to see if I can fix these Homedics noisemakers. They belong to my brother, and his daughters use them to help fall asleep, I suppose. They got an odd problem. The switches on them seem to not work right. In this one's case, if I put enough pressure on it, I can make the sound come out. Oh, this one's really bad though. Apparently at his place, they put books on them, on the button here, to make them do anything. But it does look like this one is not quite behaving. There it goes. Oh. Either way, that's not good. Another thing I've noticed, the LED down here is flashing when I fidget with it. This one over here works a little better, but the LED also has problems. When I fidget with the remote, or even just turn it, it cuts out a bit. So I'm going to crack these open and see what I can do about them. So if we compare the two, this is the one that works a little better. Let's see if I can focus a little nicer. Focus, focus, focus. Okay. The potentiometer here has, decent looking solder balls on it. But this one over here, the one that's actually pretty bad, I'm not sure if I can focus that well, but we got a little bit of green. We got a little green going on here in the solder. This looks pretty bad. That's barely looking like it's connected. Like the solder connections look really nasty on the bad one. Also, I don't know if the metal here is corroded. It's got a bit of a corroded look to it. It might be corroding, so that might be bad in general. It's either corroded or it's a different colored metal. Hard to tell. Certainly this one has no corrosion on there, and it, for the most part, looks the same. I would assume the manufacturer that made these parts wouldn't change metals for the different pins on the potentiometer. So it definitely looks like the potentiometer is a little wonky on the bad one. So what I'm probably going to try first is just reflowing that solder, just bringing out the iron, warming it up, maybe adding a little extra, make sure that connection's a little better, and just see how it acts. Okay, so I've cleaned up the solder here. Just added a little bit extra, melted things. So in general, the connections are a lot better than they were. And I'm gonna turn this on now. It's a lot more consistent. I can turn this and it seems to work fine. The LED is a little hard to see. It still flickers slightly, so it looks like both units flicker a little bit when you adjust the potentiometer, but well, most importantly, it's actually working now. So I freshened up the solder on this board just because by design this board is putting pressure when you push on the button or the dial here. It's putting pressure on the board itself. Like it's the only thing holding it, connecting it is all these solder joints here, all 5 of them. So a little more solder there, kind of refreshing. Probably help in some sense. I suppose not the best design, but whatever. All right, let's. Oh right, and we can try it out now. Working just fine when you use it properly. All right, let's reassemble. Okay, so quick test. This was the good one. The knob is much tighter feeling now, so that'll make my brother happy. And doesn't seem to be as susceptible. The easy way to see when it's glitching out is the light will flicker, and this seems to be a lot more stable. So that looks like it worked pretty good. Just quick test the buttons. That's rainforest. Okay, that looks to be fine. And this is the other one. I've got a battery pod right now. This one's still a little glitchy, but it works at all now. You probably remember before it made no sound when I turned this. If I shake this, I do get some flicker. It's not a good potentiometer, but it is functional. So until it stops working, this is probably a good enough fix. So for now, okay, fixed.